First night of the Summer Showdown Series presented by Advanced Auto Parts. Southern United Sprint Cars here tonight, kicking us off. The Street Stocks presented by Advanced Auto Parts. Scheduled up on the pole, the X-Car, Gage Fuller, not here quite yet, but he'll be here for the main events. That's going to put 3D Daryl Rhodes up there, 716 Trey Votaw, 777 James Honish, the 10 of Robert Walton on the inside of row 3. Outside of row 3, the 88 of Brandon Spreen, and then inside row 4, that's Chase Ellison in the 39, Drake Pruitt in the 56. All heat races are 8 laps tonight. Lights are out. Nathan Lavender, our flagman, in control, ready to kick him into gear down there in turn 4. Here we go. First green flag of the night. Green flag, green light. Let's go racing. Daryl Rhodes kind of impacted a little bit by the hurricane. He was hoping he was going to be able to make it over here to the track this weekend. And there he is out in the 3D. Getting a little squirrely out there in turn 4. But he keeps it on going. Daryl Rhodes settling into second right now, trying to chase down Trey Votaw in the 716. A distant third back there is the 10 of Robert Walton, being chased by James Honish in the white 777. Votaw right now in control easily as Daryl Rhodes got a little bit loose up there in turn 4 that first time around. There goes Honish, kind of beating and banging just a little bit. No harm, no foul on Robert Walton in the all-white number 10. Votaw right now, though, with an easy lead out there as he exits turn 2. And Daryl Rhodes about 3.5 seconds later, still getting a little loose out there. I know they're having to get a feel for the track, maybe just a little bit more wet than it normally is. You see Rhodes get loose one more time up there in turn 4. Kind of unusual for him. Again, all of them trying to get used to this track. Right now, Trey Votaw says, there ain't nothing wrong with this track. Trey Votaw. Easy ride out there right now. Big lead over Daryl Rhodes in the 3D. James Honish back in the all-white 777. Showing him 2 laps to go, that time by the flag stand. 2 to go. It's a one-car shootout up by himself, Votaw, and then you got second, third, and fourth. Now coming up is the 88 of Brandon Spreen. He's up in 4th with 1 lap to go. Going to try to get around one more time. Move up a spot or 2. Going to come up on the outside of Honish. Now he shoots inside on turn 1. Spreen goes to the inside. Keeps that nose off the back of Honish. No luck that time coming out of 2. It's still Rhodes, Honish, and Spreen. Second, third, and fourth. There's your winner, Trey Votaw. Brings home an easy win in the Street Stocks presented by Advanced Auto Parts. Honish in second, Spreen third, and Daryl Rhodes fades to 4th. Up first to kick off our main events here at Cotton Bowl Speedway tonight, the first night of the Advanced Auto Parts Summer Showdown Series. It's the Street Stock presented by Advanced Auto Parts. 716 Trey Votaw will be up on the pole. Daryl Rhodes going to be on the front row outside. Brandon Spreen inside row 2 in the 88. Chase Ellison outside in the 39. Row 3 inside. 777 James Honish. 10 Robert Walton outside. Row 4 inside 56 Drake Pruitt. Gage Fuller in the X. Coming into your main events tonight, your street stocks presented by Advanced Auto Parts. The point situation, the 716 of Trey Votaw is your points leader. 227 points. He has an 8-point lead over Daryl Rhodes coming in. And has a 9-point lead over Chase Ellison, who's in third. Rhodes has 219 points. Ellison has 218. Chasing Trey Votaw at 227. Votaw up on the pole. Lights are out. 20 big laps. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. First main event of the night. Street Stocks presented by Advanced Auto Parts. Off and running. Down into turn 1 and 2. Everybody makes it safely through there. Now we're going to go down into 3 and 4. Well, Daryl Rhodes leads this group of cars. Coming down the front straightaway, first time by. Rhodes with the lead. Votaw second, Spreen third, Ellison fourth. That's your front 4 cars. 777 James Honish holding fifth, trying to catch up to Ellison, trying to pass him coming out of turn 2. Race leader Rhodes being chased down by points leader Trey Votaw in the 716. Spreen trying to be a player in this one right now in the 88. Up in third along the outside wall. Got up right next to Trey Votaw there for a moment. Then had to back off of it coming out of turn 2. Here they come one more time. Daryl Rhodes on a rail right now in that 3D car out of DeZetta, Texas. Spreen up into third. Got nothing for Votaw, your points leader coming into the race in the 716. Ellison still in fourth. Honish back to fifth. Three-car breakaway. Spreen one more time in the 88. Got right on the back bumper of Votaw up in turn 2. Had to back off of it. Thought he was going to get by him coming out of turn 2, but couldn't do it. Now sets him back up going into turn 1. Watch him in turn 2. Let's see if Spreen does it again. Gets right up inside. Inside Votaw. Trying. Could not do it. One more time. Votaw, too much power. Spreen gets right there next to him, but cannot finish the job and stays in third. Watch him set him up one more time. In the 88. Going to come up on the outside this time in the 716. Finds better grip. More power. Down the back straightaway. Nope. Votaw shuts the door one more time. And that time, though, coming out of turn 4, Spreen gets by Votaw to move up into second. Now trying to chase down Daryl Rhodes. Rhodes has been in the lead the whole time. Started up on the outside of row 1. Spreen was able to pick off Votaw. 56, flat tire. The blue 56 in turn 1 got a flat tire. Daryl Rhodes goes midway up on turn 1 and 2. Spreen chasing him. Spreen takes that low line. Now gets right up behind Daryl Rhodes. The X car may become a factor in this as your front cars start to catch up with him. They're going to have to figure out whether they go inside of him or outside of him. Right now, though, Daryl Rhodes giving up the lead to Spreen in the 88. Just like that, Spreen picks off Votaw, picks off Rhodes, and he's got the lead. X car being told to hold his line as the leaders come by him. They go to the outside of him. Now Daryl's going to go to the inside of him coming out of turn 2. Votaw backing off the pace a lot now down the back straightaway. Not even a factor in the top 2 right now. Spreen with the lead. Daryl Rhodes in second. Votaw in third. All right, so everybody's cleared the X car right now. Meanwhile, Brandon Spreen putting on a good show out there in the 88 as he picked off Votaw. He picked off Darrell Rhodes, went from third to second, then second to first, and he's got the lead from here on out. Let's see how it plays. Should be 7 laps to go this time by the flag stand. 7 to go. 20-lap main event. All of our main events, 20 laps tonight, except for the Sport Compacts. Good job by Brandon Spreen. Started on the inside of row 2. Was able to maneuver his car around the track, get by Trey Votaw to move up to second. Then he got by Darrell Rhodes coming out of turn 4. And it's been a green light for him in that 88 street stock the rest of the way. Nothing stopping him. Spreen one more time going by the slower cars. That's the X car of Gage Fuller. Now Spreen starting to catch up with some of the other cars. Ellison not having a good run in that 39 tonight. Third in points. He's out of Pflugerville, Texas. Third in points, but not having a good run right now in this main event. Two to go this time by the flag stand. 777 Honish is going to get out of the way. He's going to pull it onto the infield. Brandon Spreen coming into tonight 8th in points. Not running all of the races this year. He's 114 points back. It's going to help him move up a little bit with the white flag shown that time by Brandon Spreen. Half lap left. He goes into turn 3. Comes around turn 4. Here comes your race winner. Folks, that's Brandon Spreen of the 88. He grabs the win right there. Good run. Second place car is going to be the driver of the 3D there, Darrell Rhodes. The beaching crowd going crazy over in Cottonwood Shores tonight. Good second place finish for Darrell. And Votaw, I believe, finished up in third, Trey Votaw. Brandon Spreen getting a well-deserved victory lap around there as the other cars will get ready to head down to the tech area. Brandon Spreen coming into tonight, coming in 8th in points, but you could not tell that tonight the way he handled the race car. There he is, folks. Brandon Spreen, give him a round of applause.
Well, race fans, he's getting it done tonight. Brandon, man, how was the car? I know we had some rain, and so the track completely changed, but how was it tonight?
The car was pretty spot on. If H could call the weatherman before every race, I'd be pretty pumped.
Well, H has had his work cut out for him this week, but who do you want to thank tonight?
Robert and Bianca Danielson. None of this could be possible without them. Swinson Shocks and Chassis, Spreen Racing Engines, LRI Fabrication, Bodies by DSM, Hill Country Fireplace, and H and Marianne for keeping this place going.
Well, awesome. Well, thank you, race fans. If you're on the side of this car, you're with Brandon, head on over to Advanced Auto Parts Victory Lane, and we'll get your picture taken.